referee boxing. You guys should check out Calderon Boxing on YouTube. It's awesome.
What's up, y'all? It's Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. Over the past weekend, we had 2 world titles change hands. First, we had Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash, taking on undefeated mandatory challenger Jessie Magdaleno. Now, this was a fight that was pretty good. It was a solid fight between these 2 fighters. Jessie was coming on very aggressive, landing some very good shots and landing cleanly on the Filipino Flash. But Nonito Donaire definitely pulled in tight down the stretch. This fight was a very close fight. It could have went either way. The decision victory went to the challenger, which was Jessie Magdaleno, and it was a very good decision for the young fighter who remains undefeated, 24-0 with 17 knockouts, and is the new WBO Super Bantamweight champion at 122 pounds. Now, what does this mean for this young fighter right here? I don't think he's ready for the likes of Rigondeaux. Now, this is a guy that is the king of the division, and he's still one of the most avoided fighters at 122 pounds. But what would Top Rank do to get this guy another big fight opportunity in the 122-pound division? We're going to have to wait and see, but he's a very young, talented fighter, a solid fighter that has decent punching power and good skills and a lot of heart, and he showed a very good fight in this fight against Nonito Donaire. But Donaire, we saw him as once a very good fighter. Now his skills have diminished, and he just looks like he's done with his boxing career. This is a fight, like I said, he could have got the victory, but he didn't look all that good in this fight. He got hit way too many times, and he just didn't look like the same Nonito Donaire that we was accustomed to when he was knocking out guys like Vic Darchinyan and also Fernando Montiel. And I think it's just time for Nonito Donaire to just hang up the gloves. He's won multiple world titles in several different weight divisions, and he's lost for his 4th time in his career. He has a pretty good, solid record, and I think he will definitely make the Hall of Fame one day. Now, moving along to the main event of the evening, it was Manny Pacquiao making his return against the WBO welterweight champion Jessie Vargas. And just like I previously predicted that this fight would go 12 rounds in an entertaining battle, when Jessie Vargas showed a lot of heart and courage in there when he took it to Manny Pacquiao, landing a lot of straight right hands, cleanly snapping back the head of Manny Pacquiao. And it was a very good performance by Manny Pacquiao and Jessie Vargas that put up an excellent fight. Manny Pacquiao was just too fast for Jessie Vargas. He was landing those quick counter punches and also kept on getting Jessie Vargas to fall for that duck straight left hand over and over again, which produced a knockdown in the 2nd round. It was a flash knockdown, but it was a beautiful, quick counter that landed perfectly on the chin of Jessie Vargas, and Vargas went down.
I still got my money.
Very good fight. I gotta tip my hats off to both of these men for putting up an excellent, solid fight. Floyd Mayweather was definitely looking on, and it had the crowd very excited because a lot of fans believe that Floyd Mayweather might be possibly coming back for that 50th career fight. And against Manny Pacquiao, that would be one of the most interesting fights. I know a lot of people are not going to shell out $100 to see this pay-per-view fight again, but definitely people will pay money to see Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, 2 legendary fighters, fight for a 2nd time, because we waited only 6 years for this fight to happen the 1st time. And even though the first fight wasn't all that good, we believe that these guys could produce a much better fight next time around. And I just gotta say this, I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan, but I believe that Floyd Mayweather will beat Manny Pacquiao a second time around. And I just see that because Manny Pacquiao in this fight did not look spectacular. You could blame it off the ring rust, but I saw him catching a lot of straight right hands the same way Floyd Mayweather was able to land those straight right hands in his fight with Manny Pacquiao. And I just believe that Manny Pacquiao is an open target for that straight right hand all night long against a guy that releases his punches so quickly like Floyd Mayweather and will definitely have the better defense than a Jessie Vargas to make sure that Manny Pacquiao doesn't get off his shots in that fight. So I just see Manny Pacquiao losing to Floyd Mayweather once again, but I would love to see that fight. I would think it would be a much better fight than the first time around. Maybe Manny Pacquiao did have that shoulder injury, but I think that was just an excuse. I see the same results happening. But is that fight really going to happen next? I don't think so. I think Manny Pacquiao is going to fight somebody like a Terrence Crawford or even the winner between Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman, which I would love to see that fight first before a Crawford fight. I think a fight between Crawford and Manny Pacquiao should wait until late 2017, until Manny Pacquiao fights one of the bigger names in the welterweight division. Crawford is still fighting at junior welterweight, and he has to move up and fight somebody in the welterweight division to really show that he's ready to take on the best fighters at 147 pounds. He's definitely one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, but Manny Pacquiao should fight the winner of Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman because those two guys are the front runners to take over the welterweight division. Guys like Errol Spence Jr. still hasn't gotten his title of the IBF welterweight crown because Kell Brook hasn't made a decision to relinquish the title and fight in the higher weight division or continue his career at welterweight. So we have to wait and see what Kell Brook decides. He's already called out Manny Pacquiao, of course, for the big payday, and that's also a fight that I would love to see. I'm a big Kell Brook fan. I will be rooting for Kell Brook against a Manny Pacquiao, but let's be honest, Kell Brook is not beating Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao at this stage is still one of the best fighters in the world, and I think he has the tools to beat anyone in 140 pounds or at 147 pounds welterweight division. Manny Pacquiao is still, to me, #1 pound for pound in the welterweight division. So we have to wait and see what Bob Arum and Al Heyman have in store, and hopefully it's a big fight in 2017, and then hopefully we can see that Terrence Crawford fight or even the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao rematch later on in that year. But that's my final analysis on the fights that took place this weekend. It was a very good night of boxing. I enjoyed the fights. I hope you did too. I think these pay-per-view numbers will do fairly well, about 300 pay-per-view buys. I know there wasn't a lot of promotion behind it, but we have to wait and see what those numbers are going to come out to later on this week. But I would like for everyone to please subscribe to this YouTube channel right here. Please support J. Calderon Boxing Talk on YouTube. Hit that little red button that says subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram and also on Twitter at J. Calderon Boxing. Please join that Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon. Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching and subscribe.